Now, experts have predicted that bird flu will inevitably spread to Britain from the Far East. Their concern is that migrating birds could carry the virus to this country. But now leading specialists say that the biggest threat may in fact be from exotic birds that are imported here to be sold at auctions. Adrian Addison has been investigating the bird trade.
This is Kent on a grey Sunday morning, and this local hall has been hired for the day for an auction. It's almost a jumble sale, but not quite. What time's the auction start?
12:30.
This is a bird auction. People come here to buy pet birds at a bargain price. Some say these events should be banned. We took secret cameras to find out for ourselves what really goes on here. We were joined by a bird behaviour expert who campaigns against these events.
These birds are clearly ill.
On our expert's advice, we decided to buy this pair of birds.
It's like a car boot sale for birds. That's the level at which it's at. You go there, you get your bargain bird, you get them half price that you would if you're going to a pet shop. If I was driving a white van round from one fair to another like this, auctioning cats and dogs off, somebody would stop me. But because it's birds, it doesn't matter.
We took our birds to a vet to get them checked out.
Well, both birds were suffering from severe gut infections, and particularly when we're dealing with small birds like this that have a very high metabolic rate, they go from being very sick, not only looking sick but on test sick, to being dead within 12 to 24 hours maximum.
Dozens of these events are held up and down the country every weekend. But we found a worry other than animal welfare. They are also a bird flu risk.
The nightmare scenario is that you could import a bird from the Far East that carries this virus, that brings it into an auction hall, that spreads it to a number of others, that then distributes it across the UK, and we then end up slaughtering every chicken in the UK, and potentially humans becoming ill and some of them dying of the disease.
Experts describe the arrival of bird flu here as inevitable, with concern currently focused on birds migrating to Europe from Asia.
We think that the OSPB thinks that the risk of avian influenza being brought into the country through bird trade and through these bird fairs is far greater than through migratory waterfowl coming in on migration from Siberia. So we think the government has to act, and has to act quickly at a European level, to ban the trade in wild birds.
The Parrot Society is Britain's #1 club for bird lovers. They argue these events should continue.
If it's done correctly, it can be policed. If it's stopped, it will finish up in motorway services, in a local car park, in the back street of right in the back room of a pub.
The law governing bird fairs is a mess. But the government is currently drafting a new animal welfare bill which could put an end to these events. Many think it should. Adrian Addison, BBC News.